My nose is telling me this monk's been dead for some time. Richard? Richard, are you here?
Where are you going?
Wait here and don't touch anything.
What's that?
A belt pack.
Richard's?
Must be.
So where is he?
I'll have a look around. Maybe there's another exit. It's a huge carving of a dragon. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand any of this. A stone column. No idea what it's for, but I can't move it. The British Army belt pack. The pouches are empty, but it's got to be Richard's. Kim, do you see these symbols everywhere?
They're hard to miss, aren't they? Do you know what they mean?
Not my area, but I've seen them before. In your uncle's notes.
Where?
In the section where your uncle wrote about Professor Hayes and the dead monk in the cave. But his notes were in that weird script of yours.
Ah, right. It says, with Hayes's help, my uncle managed to translate the characters they found on the burned map.
And? Can you translate what's written here on the walls?
I don't know. Hayes thought these weren't really hieroglyphics in the truest sense of the word, meaning he didn't think the pictures actually represented words.
So what are they then?
He believed they may have been the first real writing system, a proto-script.
Okay. Is that good? That's good, right? You can translate it.
Can't really say until I've taken a good look at it. If I'm going too slow, feel free to take over.
Sorry, I just don't know how much time we have before the guards notice the open door.
Okay. So according to Hayes, the characters don't represent individual words. They represent complete sentences.
Really?
Yes. The characters aren't arranged in horizontal or vertical lines. They're organized in squares.
How practical.
I think the characters over the door read, behind the gate in this room, the sleeping dragon is hidden.
So there is another exit. Where?
Maybe there's something about it here. There are 2 keys that can open the gate and unleash the dragon. One is protected by the guardians of the gate. Hidden in a far distant place, the other key is waiting for those who, in the coming age, will have the power to confront the monster. Looking through the eye of the dragon reveals the hiding place on the Keeper's map. All must beware of the dragon. Its power is tempting, but death and decay await those who cannot tame it.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
Great.
Doesn't make sense to you?
Well, I suppose aside from all the dragon stuff, we do at least know there was a key here somewhere. Richard probably used it to escape. And there's a second key. Somewhere. So, to sum up, Richard disappeared through a door that we can't unlock using a key we don't have, to a place we know nothing about.
Wait a moment.
What?
The way to find the second key's hiding place is written right here. The location is recorded on a map. We'll be able to see it when we look through the eye of the dragon.
Great. Unfortunately, I don't have any dragons on me right now.
Think about it. When Hayes and my uncle found the monk, they said he had the remains of a map, along with...
a gemstone resembling the eye of a dragon.
Great to see you're keeping up.
Do you know what happened to the stone and the map?
If we believe the notes, then Hayes took the eye.
Then Hayes might still have both.
It's possible. Wherever this gate leads, Richard must be on the other side. We need to find Hayes.
It's worth a shot. Do you know where he is?
In Marrakesh. I'm sure that now that his meaningless career has finally failed, that pathetic excuse for a scientist is still hanging around there, selling cheap junk to tourists. But your conversation just now renders him essential to the cause. The Eye of the Conjure. According to legend, the green dragon eye will show us how to open the gates to Shambhala. We have been looking for it for days now. Your help has been invaluable. It seems the eye was removed from here years ago. It has been in Professor Hayes' possession ever since. We shall convince him to cooperate with us, and he will open the gate to Shambhala.
Stay close to me, Kim.
I really must thank you. You've delivered both the cartographer's notes and the perfect translator for the job. You have my gratitude, Mr. Puzzler? Oh, do forgive me. I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Hannah, Countess von Hagenhild, leader of this expedition.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you, Countess. So, unless you need us for anything else, we'll just let ourselves out.
I'm afraid I'm unable to allow that. You must understand the importance of this location.
Sure. So important you had to murder a load of innocent people to secure it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Unfortunately, you won't live long enough to see the wonders of Shambhala with your own eyes, nor the power that these wonders will give us. I'm certainly not going to make the same mistake as our somewhat amateur friends in Hong Kong. I won't keep you alive any longer than is absolutely necessary. Which is around about the next 30 seconds. Take him outside and execute him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding here. Maybe we can help each other.
I'm not trying to make friends. I plan to annihilate my enemies. But take heart. My decision affects you alone. The little girl stays alive. For now. She will be very useful in helping us to translate the cartographer's notes. Grasser, take the girl down to the camp and see to it that she is made comfortable. Then send a telegram to Berlin informing the minister that we are leaving for Morocco to take possession of item 28. And tell the museum that we need to examine the original Piri Reis map. They shall make the necessary preparations.
Jawohl, Countess.
And you two, why are you still standing here? I want this man coloring the snow red.
Stop! That's far enough.
Sometimes you've got to embrace death before escaping him. Here goes nothing.
Halt!
After you.
Let's go. Back to the camp.
Keep driving. Christ! Get out, kid!
Fenton!
Kim! No! He's up ahead! Fire!
Your whiskey, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse me for asking, sir, but are you okay?
What? Why do you ask? I have a glass of whiskey, a beautiful view of the clouds. What could be wrong?
Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thanks. But the only thing that can help me now is time and another whiskey. Hello? Shop?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Professor Hayes, I presume?
No, sorry, monsieur. My name is Philippe Lacoste.
Oh, I thought... Well, I was told that this was Professor Hayes' shop.
That is, in fact, true, monsieur. Unfortunately, Monsieur Hayes has neglected to punctually pay his taxes to the local administration on numerous occasions, which is why he is now in prison while I inspect and catalogue his possessions for the French courts. If you're here to assert claims against Monsieur Hayes, I'll have to ask you to wait until I have a complete overview of his possessions.
He does have something I need. Can you tell me where I might find him?
In the gendarmerie not far from the Medina. If you exit the bazaar through the northern gate, you cannot miss it.
Thank you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It would have been too easy anyway. And in any case, the avalanche has probably cost the Countess half a day at least. Professor Hayes and the Eye of the Dragon are as good as mine. That's the gendarmerie. Looks like the gendarmerie's car. I don't need to add auto theft to my list of misdemeanors. A rusty well crank. The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or 5 for this crank handle. This round fixture held the crank handle for the well. Looks kind of empty now. Ow! The sun's heated this thing to a blistering temperature. I beg your pardon?
Bonjour. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different on payment of bail, of course.
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
I assume you have the funds.
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us anytime.
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3 gears, and 0 to 60 in 45 seconds.
You certainly seem to like it. That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
A particularly uninteresting desk. This part of Morocco is a French protectorate, which is why a real live gendarme is sitting right there. That must be the official stamp of the gendarmerie. The gendarme will not be too pleased if I steal stuff from his desk. More importantly, I might end up in there with Hayes. I need to distract him first. Professor Hayes is in this cell. I don't think that the gendarme would like that.
Psst. Hey, young man.
What? Who?
Over here, from the cell window.
Hayes? Professor Hayes?
Shh. We have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you?
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop! Stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the Eye of the Dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala. After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi leader talked about Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis want to find it as well. How ironic. For years, no one believed me, refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job. But I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you? Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything that I know. Not a second has passed over the last 14 years when I didn't think about finding Shambhala. Oh, my heart. All this excitement is too much for me.
Are you ill?
Not ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not willing to part with the eye quite yet, but don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll worry about the eye.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but if you can sell it for a few francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon. All kinds of exotic fruits and vegetables.
Greetings, stranger! I have the freshest and juiciest fruits from far and wide.
Thanks, I can see that. Can you recommend something special?
I just got these juicy figs a short time ago, and the dates are also very fresh.
Oh, no thanks. They're not really my thing. How much do these oranges cost, for example?
10 francs per pound.
Well, that's a bit much. What about the pineapples there?
8 francs each.
My word, that's more than back home. How long do I have to stand here and bargain till I get these goods at the non-foreigner price?
I can't go any lower, I'm afraid. These fruits, they don't grow locally and are transported here by caravan. It's a long journey from here to the coast. This drives the prices up, as you can imagine. If you're short of money, come back this evening. I sell the old fruits at half price before I close my shop.
Wasn't planning on being here that long.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to give away.
Oh well, who has? Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam! Drop by again!
A skinny old man. He's sitting in front of a basket. Good day. May I interrupt you briefly?
A tourist. Assalamu alaikum. Can I interest you in a demonstration of my art?
I don't technically have time. But why not?
Watch very closely.
Nice job, I'm impressed.
Thanks, Sidi.
That was... lovely.
Thanks, my friend. Unfortunately, not everyone here appreciates it.
What do you mean?
Recently, I was driven out of the bazaar. I'm not allowed to play there anymore. The merchants accused me of scaring away the customers. This flute is something very special. It has belonged to my family for more than 100 years and can produce magical tones. My forefathers were nomads and played music for their camel herds with this flute.
Come again? For their camel herds?
Exactly. Camels are very sensitive creatures, you know. They always serve their masters faithfully. Nomads need camels in order to survive the desert. Thus, there is a unique bond between an animal and his owner, which can best be expressed through music. Camels can feel the warmth and gratitude emanating from the sounds of the flute, completely different to the ignorant and soulless traders here in town. These peasants do not know good music, unlike you, my friend.
And the camels, of course. I always wanted to learn how to teach snakes these tricks. I mean, how long on average does it take to teach a cobra to move to the rhythm of the music?
I shall be honest with you, stranger. Like most snakes, my cobra is completely deaf. It does not even hear the music. It just follows the movements of my hands. But the music creates the right atmosphere amongst the spectators.
My thirst for knowledge is quenched. I'm loving the story you told me about this flute.
No wonder, Sidi. The flute is something very special.
Is it really true that the sound of a flute has a special effect on camels?
Allah is my witness.
Can I convince you to give me a demonstration?
No offense, Sidi, but in order to find a camel, we will need to leave the town, and my legs aren't what they used to be. If the whole thing really interests you, you can borrow the flute and try it out yourself.
Ah, grand.
Not so fast, Sidi. There's an old saying that goes, "Give and you shall receive." If I lend you my flute, I'll have to take a break. And when I have a break, I get thirsty.
Understood. You'll lend me your flute if I get you something to drink.
Yes. Okay.
I'll be off then.
Salam, stranger.
That's Monsieur Lacoste. He's sort of a debt collector for the administrators of the French Protectorate. That must be the case with the heart drops. I can't just take it. Everything's been confiscated. I should talk to Lacoste and explain the situation. I'm sure he'll be reasonable. He's an officer of the law. Monsieur Lacoste.
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
Yes, and I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison... Too much upset for an old man. In any case, the drops are in a small case and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot possibly hand over any piece from this shop before I have catalogued everything in it.
Listen, this man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur Hayes' property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
Ah, bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis. You'll see me again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Make jewelry, buy jewelry, clean, repair, grind gemstones. You buy here now. Jamil has best prices far and wide, just no understanding of good grammar. He's probably the owner of the jewelry shop.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me guess. You are from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I heard you talking just now. How can Jamil help you?
Well...
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No. A young daredevil like you is not yet tied down. You're looking for a diamond for your mistress.
Well...
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
You have lovely jewelry.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learned the trade from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy. How's business?
Marrakesh is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now, with the Berber rebellion in the past, we attract visitors once more.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money. Listen, Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well. But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you, and I wish to be honest with you. You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say, break the bank.
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, final offer. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon, I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry polished to a shine, Jamil will do that for you for free. Take it or leave it.
I hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler. Okay, fine. Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't forget your coupon, Sidi.
I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
I can redeem this coupon at Jamil's jewelry shop and get a piece of jewelry repaired or polished. A 5 franc coin. Monsieur Lacoste gave me this form. Since he seized all the professor's belongings, I'll only get my hands on the professor's heart drops once it's been officially stamped. Good day.
What do you want now?
It's about Professor Hayes. I've known him a long time now, and I know he suffers from heart disease.
He seems perfectly healthy to me.
Yes, he is, but only if he takes his medication regularly. That's the whole point. I want to fetch his heart drops from his shop. The problem is, I can't get them without official approval. Would you be so kind as to stamp this application form?
Pardon, I really cannot do that.
Why? Is there something wrong with your hand? Here, let me take a look at that.
There is nothing wrong with my hand, monsieur. I do not have the authority to grant your application. Contact the head of the department or the judge. They are both back in town tomorrow.
Oh, great. You know what? I don't think I'd give you any authority if I were them either.
And if you were them, monsieur, you would know better than to insult an officer of the gendarmerie. Now, excuse me, s'il vous plaît.
That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
Ah, end of the line. The sign says, danger. Do not cross the salt lake on your own. It seems the salt lake may only be crossed in the company of an experienced guide. And where does one find oneself such a guide? It doesn't look very stable. Probably full of hollows just beneath the surface salt. I've ignored warning signs before, often with disastrous consequences. I'd prefer not to cross the lake without a guide. There's another tent on the other side, but I can't see anyone over there either. There's a camel over there. I bet it could help me over the lake. I once read that camels always find a safe route because they instinctively avoid quicksand or unstable ground. Or is that cats? No, it's definitely something to do with camels and their sensitive feet, but of course, the camel guide is nowhere to be seen. I'm obviously not impressing the camel. There's hay in the trough. I'll take some hay with me, just in case. Break for lunch. Guided tours across the lake take place again this evening. Why does that not surprise me? This must be where the lake guide waits. Unfortunately, he's not here. They're covered in sand and dirt, but there are some small crystals in the ground here. I can't break it off with my hand. I should be able to break off some crystals. Got it. I've levered off a piece of crystal. A raw quartz crystal. Not quite as pretty as it could be.
Salam!
Hello, it's me again. What can I buy for 5 francs?
5 francs will not go far these days. How about half a melon? It's from yesterday, but I can give you a good price. Or do you want some peppers? They're not the freshest either.
I'll take the half melon.
Here you go.
Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by again.
Ah, I just knew that you would come back. What can Jamil do for you, Sidi?
Would you be interested in a crystal?
Let me have a look, Sidi. This is no crystal. Well, not good crystal. This quartz is all over the Atlas Mountains. It badly needs to be polished up.
That's a shame. To tell the truth, I was hoping to sell it.
If you want me to, I could at least clean it up. Do you still have the coupon I gave you?
Yes, here it is.
Then this service is free of charge. Wait there. I'll do it now. Your quartz, sir. Looking considerably finer for Jamil's light touch.
Thanks, Jamil. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
Half a melon. Why on earth did I buy it? I hate melons. I nearly choked on one of these huge seeds when I was a kid. I've got something refreshing for you.
Thank you for your help, Sidi. But normally, I don't eat anything before nightfall. I only drink water.
I see.
Yes.
A thimble rigger. You have to follow the cups and guess which one holds the ball.
Come closer. Wanna play a game? Just 25 francs to play.
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs. Sorry, but those are the rules.
I haven't got that much on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with. The man seems to work here. Every colour die under the sun. I'm not 5 years old. Covering myself in paint doesn't really appeal. Okay, maybe a bit. There's clean water in there. I don't really want to wash my hands here. Take that, melon. I won't be choking on any more seeds. I've hollowed out the pulp. Hello. May I interrupt you?
Welcome to my dye factory. What brings you here?
What exactly do you dye here?
Oh, simply everything. Cloth and clothing, fabrics, wool, skins, leather.
How do you produce these dyes?
They are all natural colors. We extract them from plants, fruits and minerals, amongst other things. The red color here is made from iron-rich clay, and the green is made from lichen. For some colors we use ingredients of animal origin. Very good colors come from the certain species of aphids and snails. The purple color there comes from fluid secreted by a particular snail. Wool takes this color very well.
Nice! So you can cuddle up in your lovely woolen jumper made from snail secretion.
Perhaps your standards in the West are somewhat more backward.
I've something else to see to. Salam.
Salam.
I'd better get permission first. Excuse me, may I have a drop of this water?
You must know that clean water is worth its weight in gold in this region. But I will allow you a small drop.
Many thanks. I've got you some water in a beautiful and rustic melon-style container.
Thank you, Sidi. Please, take my flute and enjoy yourself. But do not get spittle on the mouthpiece.
Thanks. I'm very excited.
And don't forget to bring it back.
I promise. The snake charmer lent me this flute. If he's telling the truth, it's the key to a camel's heart. Assuming the snake charmer wasn't winding me up, which he almost certainly was, I should be able to entice the camel over with my amazing flute playing. Hey, he wasn't kidding. Camels do love these tunes. There it is, stuffing its face. Gee up! Forward! Come on, move! He's rooted to the spot, stubborn animal. I miss Kim. That's what we call lateral thinking. If I follow the camel's tracks, it'll take me a safe route across. So that's the lake done. Where to now? I've heard bad things about roaming listless through the desert. The processed quartz crystal really catches the light. Ah, the quartz fits perfectly. The sun's being refracted? Anyway, it's forming a beam straight through the crystal. It's amazing how you can solve your problems by setting fire to things. The gendarme loves this car. While he's fretting over the fire, maybe I can get to the stamp.
What's that smell?
Fire! Something's burning!
What? Nom de Dieu, the car! Oh, sacre bleu! Oh, children in this country can never be trusted. I've got to put this out!
Professor Hayes.
Yes? What's going on?
I've set up a distraction, but I can't move from here or I'll be spotted.
I see. A distraction from what, exactly?
From you stealing the gendarme stuff. Do you see the table?
Yes, there's a telephone, a stamp, and an ink pad.
I need the stamp. Can you reach it?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay, I'll think of something. Professor, try to pull the stamp towards you with this.
Okay. It worked! Here's the stamp. I'll give you the rod back in a minute.
Good work. The official stamp of the gendarmerie. Okay, that's one more stamped form. Hopefully Lacoste will hand over the goods now. Here, Professor. Do you think you can get the stamp back on the table somehow?
I'll have to throw it, but it should be okay.
Good luck. Once the gendarme's back inside, I'll go speak to Lacoste. Lovely. One officially stamped form.
Monsieur Lacoste.
Oui?
Here's your form.
Oh, all right. Let me have a look at it. Good. The stamp of the gendarmerie. This appears to be in order, monsieur. Please, take what you require.
I thank you with all my heart. Hayes' heart drops are locked in here.
Thanks for the flute.
Have I been able to convince you it has a special effect? Do you believe me now?
The camel practically fell in love with me. If only it worked on women. Thanks again. I have your drops, Prof.
God be with you. I'll just take my drops. Hold on to the case for me. I don't want the gendarme to see me with it.
What's this instrument in the case?
Ah, my gold detector. I have a physicist friend who developed it for me. It measures the gold content of certain objects with the help of a weak electrical field. I use it to check the gold content of artifacts people are trying to sell me. Take good care of it. It's very unique, you know.
Not a problem. Somewhat implausibly, this device detects gold content. It's empty. Pretty, though. It's got an elaborate gold ornament on the top. Why should I break this thing? Let me rephrase that. Why shouldn't I break this thing? This little ball has at least some gold content. Visit the Great Berber Festival and enjoy dancing, music and traditional delicacies. Just north of the town and easy to get to.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, stranger. We are happy to have new faces join in our festivities.
Festivities, eh? Then I'm the right stranger. What's going on?
We celebrate our forefathers banishing the demons from the mountains you see in the distance. Every year we hold a festival in their honor.
And today everything is really, demon-free.
Have no fear, stranger. Our ancestors were very thorough. Nobody here need worry about demons anymore.
Great. So what do you guys do for fun?
Wrestling matches are the most popular events. You are a big Western man. Maybe you could challenge our champion Aziz. It is years since he has been defeated, and anyone who ends his run can claim prize money of 100 francs.
Did you say prize? And money? And 100 francs?
Yes, stranger, but, be warned. Aziz will most likely tear you limb from limb. In actual fact, I strongly advise you against challenging him. Perhaps you lack the physical requirements to face Aziz.
Hey, I'm bigger than I look. I'm not entirely sure that makes sense, but you don't need to make sense when you're as big as me. Besides, I've done stupider things than this before.
It's your life, stranger.
I'll take a closer look, at any rate. Thanks for the tip.
Hold on, stranger. You must keep in mind, the Berbers have very old and strict traditions. Appropriate clothing is required in order to attend the festivities.
What's wrong with my clothes? I like my clothes.
I expected a Westerner to be better dressed. Look at my clothing. This is called a jalaba, and you must wear a blue one in order to enter the festival.
Ah, but brown would better match my eyes. Just kidding. Of course I respect your traditions, but I don't have a jalaba, and I'm having some cash flow issues. Are you sure you can't make an exception?
Yes, but do not worry yourself. Take this garment ticket and go to the bazaar in town. You can hire a jalaba there.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Sorry, I just usually expect these things to be more convoluted.
Get yourself a blue jalaba and come straight back. I don't want to miss a fight between you and Aziz.
See you later.
Salam.
Typical Moroccan clothing. It's a shop selling pots, which is not very exciting. Nothing I want to buy, and no salesman lurking around either.
Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Come and have a look at my local produce. You won't find anything better this side of the Atlas Mountains.
What do you have to offer?
I can give you perfectly tailored jalabas. I have almost every size and color in stock.
Jelly... You have what now?
They are the Berbers' traditional costumes that you see here before you, my friend. The jalabas are worn throughout North Africa.
Good to know. What does a jalaba like this cost?
Oh, we can discuss prices later, my friend. First, take a good look at the stock. Have a good feel of the structure of the fabric. Try something on if you want. Only then will you realize the exceptional quality of my stock.
I'm more of a quantity, not quality guy. How much?
Before I give you a price, you must realize I only manufacture using the finest materials. You won't find better textiles anywhere this side of the Atlas Mountains.
Yes, you said that before.
I see that shopping for the Western man is not the art it should be. But I like that about you. You are a worthy opponent. A man with character and a strong mind.
I'm glad someone sees that. I just wish it weren't you. No offense.
None taken, my friend. Perhaps the lady too will see these things when you wear such fine clothing. I shall offer you a special price, my friend. I like you. I think you really want to wear it. And I think that it is made for you. But you must promise me not to tell anyone about the price.
Scout's honor.
Good. Then listen carefully, for I can only make this offer once. I will give you this jalaba for just 300 francs. No joke! Do we have a deal?
How can I put this politely? Not in a month of Sundays. Sorry, I'm just somewhat financially challenged right now. That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam!
I can hire a jalaba at the bazaar with this coupon.
Assalamu alaikum! Oh, it's you again. What can I do for you?
I've got a garment ticket here.
By Allah, this agreement with the Berbers will be the death of me. Okay. What do you want to hire?
Do you have a blue jalaba?
What? While the Berber festival is on? Blue jalabas have been sold out for weeks. All we have left is what you see here in front of you.
Damn it. I'd like the yellow jalaba.
Wonderful! The color of the sun. May you shine like the sun in this jalaba.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam! Hello, stranger. I see that you are still not wearing a blue jalaba.
Ah, I am working on that.
I can only grant you access to the festival tent if you are wearing our traditional festival robe.
Like I say, I'm on it. Hello, it's me again.
Welcome back. How can I be of service?
I hired a jalaba at the bazaar so I could visit the festival. But he was all out of blues.
Well, the traditional colors sell out far in advance.
Could you dye my jalaba blue?
Normally, I would say yes. If I can't do it, who can? But unfortunately, I have other customers who want exactly the same thing done. I ran out of blue yesterday, but I'm waiting for some supplies.
What sort of supplies?
I need indigo. Lots of it.
Maybe I can get you some. Where do you find it?
The next major marketplace is in Algiers, but it would take you several weeks to get there. But the caravan containing the delivery is already by the town gates. There's a small oasis not far out into the desert. The nomads always set up camp there and give the animals something to drink. They should bring the indigo plants to town this evening.
Damn, that's too late. Is there any other way?
You could travel out to the caravan yourself and bring me my supplies.
Perfect. Where is this oasis?
You can see the oasis from the hills in the southeast of the town. Speak to the caravan chief. He knows me personally. The order is fully paid for, but here, take this flatbread and give it to the chief. My wife bakes it using an old family recipe, and he always eats it whenever he comes into my shop. This way he will know that I have sent you.
Uh-huh. Well, okay, if you say so.
May Allah lead you there safely.
Phew, that's some heat. Ah, perfect. The caravan's still here. No idea what sort of plants these are. Thorny ones at any rate. I don't need more cuts and bruises from carrying around a bunch of thorny plants for no reason. This oasis would be a lot more appetizing if it was one of those ones with beautiful maidens bathing under a waterfall and a gin bar by the side. And fewer camels. In a dry country, a drink of fresh water would be quite pleasant. On the other hand, there are around 20 camels drinking from it already, and who knows what else they're doing in it. Hopefully this man can help me. Excuse me, do you have a moment?
For a Westerner, always. Come closer.
Are you part of the merchant caravans from Algeria?
I certainly am.
Can you take me to your chief?
He stands before you. How can I help you?
My word, a bit of luck for a change. So it's like this. I wondered why you stopped so close to the town. The city gate is only a few hundred meters away.
You don't know much about caravans, do you?
Is it the flight jacket that gives me away?
We have almost 40 camels in our caravan, and they are all fully loaded with goods for the merchants in Fez, Rabat and Marrakesh. If we pass a town along the way, we cannot possibly ride through the souks with all our animals.
Souks?
The rows of alleyway stores.
Gotcha.
We now load the goods bound for Marrakesh onto a few camels for transport into the city.
Makes sense.
But there is more. You must realize that we are nomads. We move from one place to the other and never settle anywhere. The hectic confines of a large settlement are often unbearable, which is why we only travel into town after dark, when things are quiet.
Hey, I think I just learned something. Thanks for your help. The dyer in town told me you have a shipment of indigo plants for him.
Yes, that's right.
He sent me to pick them up.
A likely story, friend. And how should I know you tell the truth?
This is going to sound a bit funny, but this bread should be all the proof you need.
Ah, from the dyer's wife. This is proof indeed. Please, take the plants.
I thank you. This has been a most efficient transaction. I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
A yellow jalaba. Indigo plants. Used in producing blue dye. Hello, it's me again.
Welcome back.
I've brought the indigo flowers.
Excellent. Now I can produce more blue dye.
Can you dye my jalaba now?
Of course. Give it to me.
Here.
Yellow? Your jalaba is yellow.
Hey, you are a color expert. Yes, it's yellow, but I need it to be blue, like we said.
You should know that you cannot dye a yellow jalaba blue, as yellow and blue make green. And somehow, I don't think they will let you in wearing a green jalaba.
Okay. I'll get another one.
Allah be with you. Come back again.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, it's you again. What can I do for you?
I'd really like to exchange my jalaba.
Why? Are you disappointed with the finish? Or are you not impressed by the quality of the material?
No, I just don't like the color anymore.
Oh, well, that's a relief. There's nothing more shameful than an unsatisfied customer. What color do you want, then?
I'll take the white jalaba.
Ah, a classic. You could not make a better choice.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam.
It's about the jalaba.
Yes?
Can you dye my jalaba now?
Of course. Give it to me.
Here.
Pure white. Yes, I can dye this jalaba blue. It should dry quickly in this heat. You can wait here if you want. It will be ready in half an hour.
Thanks. Do I, owe you money for this? Because if so, we might have a problem.
One good turn deserves another. Thanks to you, I have blue dye again and can perform my duties. We are even now.
Okay, I've got myself a blue jalaba. I need to get on with things now. Hagen, Hild & Co. can't be far behind. I have to get the bail money as soon as I can. I should probably go back to the Berber festival. Maybe I can pocket that 100 francs. I'd better get this jalaba on before I get there.
Ah, for an Englishman wearing traditional Berber robes, you look magnificent, my friend.
It took a little longer than expected, but we're good to go now, right?
Yes, of course. Please, enjoy the festival.
Cheers. A carpet dealer. These guys' haggling is world-renowned. I'm not much of a carpet boy. I like the rustic parquet flooring in my office. Ah, the wrestling tent. What a civilized world we live in. Travel to far-off lands, beat up the local hero, and win 100 francs.
I am looking for a challenger for Aziz the Invincible. Who has the courage to challenge Aziz? 100 francs for anyone who can bring Aziz to his knees.
A bucket of water. I'm not thirsty. His arms are broader than my legs. I'd better speak to the promoter first. Tellingly, these skinny-looking guys have no wish to square up to Aziz. He's trying to get people to sign up for a fight against Aziz.
Ah, finally we have a new challenger for Aziz. This is your purpose here, stranger, yes?
I'm not here for the conversation.
Put your hands together for the challenger from the west. How should I announce you?
Well, my name's Fэнton Paddock.
A dull name. Where are you from?
Hong Kong?
But you are British, no? Leave it to me. I am an expert in such things. Introducing the challenger from 10,000 miles away, here to fight against the champion of the Caramouche, Aziz the Invincible. Please, welcome to the ring, the foreigner, the 300-pound titan, the one and only Paddock! If Paddock can defeat the undefeatable Aziz, he will claim for himself a prize worthy of a champion. 100 francs. The rules of the game are very simple. The one who lies motionless on the ground for more than 10 seconds, or who is ejected from the arena first, loses. Let the battle begin!
Oh God, what have I let myself in for?
I did warn you about Aziz.
I'm just trying to lull him into a false sense of security. Next time, it's the real deal. Jesus, I'll be lucky if I walk away from the next time.